powered by Moksha Media.
Hi guys, Daymond here. Entrepreneurship. This shit ain't easy. Let's face it, entrepreneurship is hard. With every success that we encounter along the path of our entrepreneurship journey, there are failures that we're gonna have to face. And the key is not to just push those failures under the rug. We have to acknowledge them. So I thought that this would be a fantastic topic for an all-new Inspirational Insight brought to you by my inspirational brand, Daymond Co. 5 fails entrepreneurs encounter. Number 1, failing to plan. Now, everybody knows that if you're gonna start a business, you should have a plan. You should actually have a business plan in place. But not everyone is good at writing a good business plan. And that's okay, because planning is a big effort. It's something that happens over time. And unlike other people will tell you, I think that every leader of an organization has a unique way of planning. The fact is, you should have a very fundamental, structured plan to any business venture that you roll out. Now, the way you get there can vary. For me, I find that I thrive in planning to the degree necessary to meet my objectives. That doesn't mean writing a full-up plan that really bogs me down and slows me down. That means that I have to come up with objectives that allow me to develop a vision. That's what a plan buys you. So if you fail to plan, that means that you fail to actually derive a vision for your business or for your entrepreneurship activity. If you are encountering this failure, that's okay. There's never a better time to start deriving your plan than today. So just get going. Develop your objectives. Figure out what it is that you want to do in your entrepreneurship activity. Write it down and call that thing your plan. You'll be surprised. Just keep going. Before you know it, you'll reach 3 years, and 5 years, and 10 years, and that becomes your plan. Number 2, failing to execute. So, a plan is great, but what good is a plan if you don't know how to execute? Procrastination is something that constantly keeps us from reaching the level of success that we were destined to achieve. That's right, I use the word destined because I believe that everybody, and I do mean everyone, that is born into this life has a destiny that they can fulfill. But many of us procrastinate, and that means we fail to execute. You'll be surprised. The reasons vary dramatically. I hear it all. I'm doing too much. I'm too busy. I don't have time. I have this activity to do. I have that activity to do. I'm just overwhelmed. Well, I gave you the first step. That's the plan. One thing that you can also put in your plan are action items. And what do action items call for? Execution. If you are failing to execute, get on that plan, and I don't want to see you miss that section called action items and deliverable dates. Number 3, failing to see the big picture. As a business leader, as an owner of a business, as a person who is just taking on the activity of entrepreneurship in general, there will never be a moment when you should not think big picture. And what big picture involves you doing is stepping outside of yourself. You know, forgetting the fact that your business is your baby, compare that baby to other babies. Go out, do a survey, look across the industry, figure out what people are doing, and figure out ways to maintain your uniqueness in your own business activity and your entrepreneurship journey. Figure out where the industry is going. Slowly build in those updates to your business so that you can keep your eye on the big picture view. The landscape of business changes all the time, and that means ever so often you have to pick your head up, look around, see what's happening, and think about what those next steps are for your business. Number 4, failing to value the team. This can be a hard one for entrepreneurs, right? Because most of us start out with our own vision. We know what we want to do. We know what we want to accomplish. And typically, we start out all by ourselves without a team around us. But when we grow, we begin to need a team. And that can be a very, very difficult process to go through because we're used to doing things our way. Sometimes we don't value what other people can bring to our business experiences and the path to growth within our business activities. So, what we need to do is sometimes figure out how other team members can simply complement extensions of our business. Remember what I was talking about when it comes to looking out across the industry, seeing where industry is going, figuring out what the big picture view is? That's a great opportunity to look across the team and figure out who can help with going to that next level and meeting objectives that meet the need of going to the big picture level. And finally, number 5, failing to balance. I must admit that this is something that I personally struggled with. And when you fail to balance, it could lead to issues like mental imbalance and also stressful physical difficulties. What many people don't know is at one point in my life when I was trying to spin up all of my entrepreneurship activities and maintain success in my career and do some great and fantastic things that met the needs of the company objectives, I neglected to take time out for myself. And there's a condition that I developed called central serous retinopathy. Many type A personalities get it. I'm not going to describe it here. You're more than welcome to look it up, Google it after you watch this video. But it hindered vision in one of my eyes, and it was nothing more than me overstressing about things that were happening in my life at the time. All fantastic things, by the way. As a matter of fact, I constantly told people that everything was great, business was doing well, I'm doing great in my career, I'm getting noticed, I'm getting accolades, but I was neglecting myself. So failing to balance is something that you cannot really afford when it comes to getting your business off the ground, growing your business, and moving forward. Balance should always be a part of that journey. Trust me, if you don't learn how to balance, you may not acknowledge it. No one around you may acknowledge it, but your body will. You want to make sure that you balance before something detrimental can happen to you. So that's it for this Inspirational Insight, brought to you by my inspirational brand, Daymond Co. I hope you enjoyed it. My main goal here was to acknowledge the fact that we are doing some great things as entrepreneurs, but I know that you are encountering some major issues just like I do. I mean, I'm a normal person. Things happen, the road is hard, the journey is difficult, but we're here for each other. I'm here for you. I see you. And I know that through every failure that you encounter, it's going to lead to a bigger, brighter, better you. XO.